Previously on Backyard Survivor. For the first time, a random buff draw determined the starting tribes.
I'm up to Exile!
Hal picked the black buff, sending him to Exile, where he was given the tools to construct a fake immunity idol.
First chance to tell a good lie.
Zack and Samara each received a clue, and both successfully retrieved an idol during the immunity challenge. On Maramura, Maddie had her suspicions about James.
James has this really nice upfront persona, but I just feel like he might be putting it on a bit. I don't know how to read him.
And the feeling was mutual.
Maddie in my tribe. I'm not sure if I am fully buying what she's selling at the moment.
But their collaborative work on the puzzle brought Maramura to victory. On Blood Orange, Kiara was put forward as an early target.
Oh, this breaks my heart.
I know. You gotta do it.
You got it, yeah.
Part of the game.
And Kath put herself in hot water by rallying votes against Andrew.
Who threw Andrew out? No, just straight up.
At Tribal Council, Andrew made his confidence clear.
Her plans, sometimes there's a contemporaneous happy coexistence of them, you know?
You might need to break that down for me.
There's a symbiotic relationship.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Easier.
So, you have to go with your feel, for me, is what I'm doing.
Okay.
Receiving votes from Kiara and Kath. Kath received one from Jake, but it was the original plan that came to fruition, and Kiara became the first person eliminated.
Kiara, the tribe has spoken. Head on out.
Good luck, you filthy animals.
Like Kiara.
With Hal joining Blood Orange, the tribes remain even. 16 are left. Who will be voted out next?
You did it! Yay!
Challenge went well, we won. It was a close one, but we pulled it out in the end. Like I said before, I think we've got a good crew. Everyone's working together really well. I'm still a little worried about a couple of the players. Their eyes are darting around a lot, and everyone's keeping an eye out on the area.
So back at Reward, I was the only one that utilised the pool, and I noticed that the pool cover was off. So I was like, it seems like a pretty good place for an idol, but like, I was too close to anyone. So then at the end, when I was putting my shoes back on, whacked my hand in there and just felt leaves and slime. There was a rock at the bottom, which I grabbed and then was like, there probably wasn't an idol there.
So there's definitely a few gamers in there that are trying to keep their game on the down low, but yeah, it's just keeping an eye on everyone and trying to be friendly and social and happy without drawing too much of a target on my back. Man, that's 10 step first.
I got super hyped during the challenge, very shaky, but I essentially won it for our team.
Manny the puzzle player.
See the idol. I'll take that title. It's so pretty.
We've got a good dynamic, and we're off to a good start. We're very optimistic.
Yeah,
And now we don't have to worry about how.
Yeah, they can worry about it.
They can stress on that.
With potential idols in play and stuff.
Do you think they would have had an idol at Exile?
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to do any more physical stuff.
You're on a roll. We've got the momentum
We're
now.
optimistic.
And they're intimidated abs.
Yeah.
Plus they probably are like almost dividing and splitting.
They look really sad.
They did. We get the vibe that the orange team's not as connected as us.
Yeah, Maramura.
I think I made this too hot.
Cheers, and I can't drink it.
If we do have to go to Tribal Council, I think it's going to affect us as well, because I have no idea who I would vote out at this stage.
No, I was like, I'm really excited to see who they vote out. Like if they're going to do like a power play, or if they're going to be like, you lost us the challenge. Out.
Right. Who do you reckon you would vote out?
I don't know them that well.
Yeah, I only know
Like, would you go power play, or would you do you think just
I would
vote
go
out
power
the person?
play.
Maddie was saying that about the other team, like who they should vote off, and she was thinking if it was like this team that was going to Tribal Council, she'd look and make a strategic, like a power move. I'm not okay with that because I think we need to keep the team strong, especially just this early in the game. That way we can just all be protected and we can make it to the merge all together. We've got some kind of trust laid down, but I'm not getting a very good vibe from her gameplay at this stage.
Like, get a jury vote. I think I'd go popularity play.
I kind of low-key hate my tribe.
Okay. So if there's someone in the tribe that like is particularly getting relevant.
Right.
We're a bit too unified. No one's splitting up at all. I went over to fill up my water bottle because I'm like, surely someone's going to come over here, we're going to chat, we're going to make an alliance. No, none of that. I'm like,
Are you playing this game?
And it comes down to it, the jury essentially decides the winner. So,
exactly.
Like,
at the end of the day.
Yeah. Like, I know we've got each other's backs if it comes down to like a purple and an orange, but
you know, at the merge it'll just be all us because we'll knock off on the other team. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen as long as I have something to say about it. I'm keen for whatever weird twists and tribe swaps happen because I don't really like this crew this much at the moment. I don't know. Hopefully something will happen. I'll be able to have some say in who like goes home and it won't just be me because, yeah, I don't know.
You're going home.
So I went to Exile, which was a little bit nerve-wracking, a little bit exciting at the same time because I knew there would be something there. Yeah, no, I was stuck in the corner over there with mosquitoes.
You've been over there for hours.
It was kind of boring.
Was there food or a camera?
No, there was nothing. I thought there would be an idol and I was looking everywhere for an idol. So what I got was the opportunity to make myself a fake immunity idol that can either be given to someone or hidden somewhere for someone to find, which is pretty cool. I don't really know how I'm going to use it at this point. I think giving it to someone is probably a better idea than leaving it somewhere to be found, because then I have control over who has it or who thinks they have it. I did see the
so
the rope. Yeah. And it was pretty close, man.
Yeah,
It was like 2 seconds close.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently with the challenge it was within like a couple of seconds, so I think we've got a pretty strong team, and my plan is for us to just win the next challenge, so I don't have to worry about being the next person.
What would you say you're doing for that, Hal? You good at?
I don't know. Like I consider myself a bit of a nerd, so I think puzzle, hopefully.
Hal, that's a bit of a wild card. Yeah, he seems like a pretty good dude. See how he goes in the challenges, I guess. See if we can keep him around.
Yeah. I play a bit of basketball, so maybe throwing stuff I might be good at.
Some good coordination there.
Yeah. Or any kind of endurance, maybe.
But we didn't really discuss Hal at all. He said he's into endurance, so hopefully the next challenge he'll bring something.
Who did what in the challenge?
I didn't have to use my idol, which is good, and I don't think they think, no, I've got it, which is even better, so yeah, just see how it goes.
Yeah, we more or less got to know each other, but we didn't get to know you. So we're saying it earlier, it was like an interesting fact about each other.
I'm 29, and I just got my license a week ago.
Okay.
I think that's kind of interesting. I'm also scared that they think that I've got some kind of advantage or hidden immunity idol. No one's asked anything yet, but I'm worried that there might be a bit of a target on my back for that reason. I wish I had something more exciting to say. I don't. What did everyone else say?
I said I had cats and chickens.
That's interesting. My mum's got chickens. There's not a lot of strategy talk going on at the moment, and I don't want to be the first person to come in and put a bigger target on my back.
The chickens are bigger.
Yeah, chickens can be like, really? Chickens can be wild.
I had a rooster too.
The vibe's a little awkward, I guess, because there were those different votes that were coming up at Tribal Council, so we don't really know who sort of had an alliance with who, what was going on.
Like the votes weren't all together, they were kind of all over the place. Yeah. Because of what just went down at Tribal, there was a bit of a split between the votes. It wasn't a unanimous decision. So I'm trying to work my way in to see where that division is and see if I can fit myself in there anywhere. If I do kind of find out where the split is, then hopefully I might be able to give that, find a side and then give the idol to someone on the other side so they have like a false sense of security. But yeah, well, I'll wait and see what happens.
We've got Hal now, so I'm pretty happy about that. We're not down a number or anything. If we end up at Tribal Council again, he could be like an easy vote, but I don't know. I think I want to welcome him in and see how he goes. I ended up voting for Kiara because she went home, so that's sad, but I'm still here.
Was that the reason you voted her out?
Alright, so that was council just done. I think that was the right decision that happened. Unfortunately, someone has to go. I just hope now moving forward that now we've got Hal and we're still, still got full numbers. I'm hoping we're going to get this next one and we will not be back there again, hopefully.
It was a matter of just pop it in, done, move.
Oh, Tribal Council was stressful. As I expected, I did get my name read out, but it was only once, so that was good. Also, the person whose name I threw out initially wasn't the one who ended up being voted out.
Look, I was a bit surprised with how the voting went. I got 2 votes myself, but it's the first vote, so let's just chalk that up to the training wheels. 2 armaments per hour. We're not down a person, which is important. We're still at 8-8, and we look forward to what Hal brings to the team.
It's a little bit weird, the whole, I didn't think it would be that intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a bloody funeral, almost. It's just somber. Everyone's quiet. My suspicions on who voted for me, I do have them, but I'm not at liberty to discuss them yet. I think my observation at this early point is people are still feeling their way and getting to know people, and it's like going to the sushi buffet or with the sushi train going by. Pick a plate, hope it's delicious, and then hopefully it comes by again. That's what I'm feeling at the moment.
I say pebble, you say
Bloody
blood.
Yes, can we say that word?
Let's split into groups of 3.
Bonding.
Oh, we have those flowers. Which way?
So I'm super stoked right now. Things are actually happening in my tribe.
We're just going for a adventure hunt. Ooh, adventure hunt.
Come adventure with us.
Kind of just did a little wander around the boundaries, and I was keeping an eye out for idols in case there's something hiding in the bushes around our area.
A clue to the immunity idol is enormous hands.
I don't know if there is, but I didn't see anything. I was trying to do it very subtly, so just being like, oh, nice plants over in that corner.
It'd be nice if we found a couple of deck chairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
I initially said I don't really care if I get the idols. I feel pretty confident in our team still at this stage.
This is just such a nice little space. I feel like it's
So literally there's just nothing here.
I wasn't really sure of James's intentions. I thought it might have been a little bit false at first. He just seemed a little too nice. That always puts you on edge.
But no, I think he is actually genuinely very excited for our team and stuff, so that's always good. Changed my perspective a bit. I don't really have any trust issues at this stage. We've all kind of agreed to have each other's back, and I feel pretty confident in that at this stage.
That one was a mix of like green and lawn.
I'm excited for the next challenge. We worked well last time, I think, because we've kind of categorised each person as having different strengths and weaknesses. Myself and a few of the other people are the heavy lifting strength people, and then I think Maddie proved last challenge that she can bring it home with the insert puzzle here. So hopefully, yeah, Maddie can continue to do that.
I was trying to have a look around for idols. There's like a green root that's like tucked kind of like under one of the shrubs in there.
Do you want a chair?
But Jeff, Birdman, he's really intelligent, he's very strategic, and he's playing really hard. So he's picking up all kinds of bits of rubbish around camp.
What's happening? No, we were just
exploring the boundary.
It's like 3 days.
I just think it's a matter of time before he finds something. My only hope is that he finds something in front of everyone, because that will just make him a target, which is something he already is. I don't know if he's aware of it, but he is.
So over here we have some trees.
And there's a chair.
So, it looks like we have a little bit of a divide already. We went on a bit of an explore in the grounds, and half went one way, half went the other way. So we think they were strategizing and they were forming an alliance of their own. So we thought the ones that stayed were very, I feel like, like-minded, like pretty chill, here for fun, and like we know we'll have each other's back. So looks like that's happening.
Well, they feel comfortable.
Yeah, they can just keep talking.
Yeah.
Like,
it's fine.
It's already broken. Yeah, I know.
No.
We've already broken, but not many people know. So 4 people were off, like wandering, and then we were just straight up like, hey, us 4, yep, sick. And then that was all the conversation.
I feel comfortable with you guys.
Yeah, me too. Jeff, Maddie, Liz, and I forgot the other guy's name, but they just ran off. So the rest of us are like super aware of what just happened. We kind of want to keep our eye on those 4 people, and then the other 4 of us are just like gonna try and work together to like subtly try and get them out. Those personalities together, the way that they're playing, it's just gonna implode. So we're just gonna like try and keep it cool, keep it positive, try and like go into each challenge, do our very best, just to try and avoid this split, like this divide, because it's there. It's just a matter of time for it to just reveal itself.
I don't feel like playing way too hard or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's a few like, I think Jeff.
Yeah.
I think he's got a really strong personality.
Yeah, he scares me a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's why he's definitely
Yeah.
Oh,
He like kind of came like running back over something.
So, what's happened, though?
I kind of created an excuse to try and split us all up by saying, hey, let's go explore the boundaries.
I mean, that looks like an idle search to me, but yeah, who's that here with us?
Me.
Love your work. To have a scope around the camp.
Yeah. So I reached out to a couple of people in my tribe, and it seems like it's not just me who feels like on the outs, like it's not just me who's worried that it could just be Chance who's voted out.
How you guys feeling about everyone?
Pretty good about you two.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're actually here to do stuff and like know a bit more about how things work.
Yeah.
So I have a bit of an alliance happening, which makes me feel confident if we actually lose.
Do you want to maybe make this like a loose 3?
Yeah.
Yep.
At this stage?
Yeah.
Kind of trying to have each other's backs and vote together?
Yeah, I'm down with that.
If anyone says like any of our names at any point, hopefully things can happen and I can start to gain some control of this tribe.
voter. Yeah, and really, I'm easy to be honest. Like, as long as anyone that you think is a bit soft.
We'd had a look around our camp. So myself, Liz and Jeff went off to kind of show him around, and when we were there, we were kind of making a 3.
Who else do you think we could bring into our 3? Because there's 8 of us, we could try and get a majority.
It's tough because when we were in a 3, there was 4 people back at camp.
Do you want to pick a person that each of us goes to talk to individually, and then sort of bring them in on this 3, at least this is the type 3.
The 4 people, I'm hoping they didn't make a 4. I'm thinking they probably did.
I can go Maddie, do you want? Yeah. But do you guys want to kind of bring Stephen? Yeah.
So now we have agreed to try and get 1 person each into our 3. I'm going to try and get Maddie. Jeff is going to try and get Stephen. Liz is going to try and get Liv, which will make a 6. That will mean Zach and Sam are out of the 6.
So then there is Zach.
Remember her name?
And,
Zach.
You know what? Zach and Sam. Yeah, he seems cool, but he is looking. Like,
he's the closer man.
That rock face.
I don't believe for a second that he's not survivor bear.
No, he is the biggest one out of all of us, I can guarantee it. Zach is someone who is portraying himself as not knowing the game at all, who's like kind of a blow-in, has watched Survivor a little bit, but we've kind of tried, I think, identified him as someone who does know the game very well. I'm happy him first out if you guys are.
Yeah, we get the other 3 in on it.
Yep.
Sweet.
I'm a huge fan of Survivor, and hopefully no one can pick up on that. I'm trying to just like lay low in the background.
Find anything?
No.
Kookaburras? 2 parts to the tea that I'm about to spill. First, I got myself an idol, which is really exciting. So I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm going to do that now. Congratulations, you've found a community idol. The idol has the power to keep you safe from the vote at Tribal Council. This idol cannot be stolen from you. You may give this idol to another castaway at any point during the game. I can only play it up until when there's 5 people remaining. Sweet, excellent. And it's purple for our purple tribe. So hopefully this is the only purple idol in the game and I don't have to worry about the others. So, the tea. Jeff, Liz and James just split from the rest of the tribe. When we were all kind of having fun going together, they kind of split. I feel like Liz is a bit of a player. She really knows the game well. So I'm a bit worried about that. Hopefully Maddie we can pull in, so if anything is to happen, we can potentially push it towards Liz. We really want to be purple strong. Like I'm really happy with the tribe and I hope we keep winning and it doesn't have to happen like that. But since they've started segregating themselves, like that's kind of where I'm at the moment.
The problem is we're all too close together. Again, everyone's standing right there, so it's really hard to go and suss things out without people knowing. So
Strategically, I'd say Castle. Is it Andrew?
Yeah. Andrew.
Because you said they're like
They're
both
the
massive
two,
fans.
yeah, they
so I reckon they
both came
just
over
cracked.
for the game.
Yeah. That'd be,
Good Lord.
you'd be like, they know.
Wait, they actually flew over here for the game.
Yeah.
yeah, it's really difficult with everyone standing there. So yeah, I'm being a bit standoffish at the moment.
Why you take this?
I want to know who suggested blood orange. Blood on my hand.
How we're shouting at the Exile. What is that blood orange? Aiming their tribe blood orange, like you should vote that person.
Yeah.
When I say purple, you say we want blood. Purple.
We want blood.
Purple.
We want blood.
Purple.
We want blood.
It would have been weird if they just.
I heard something about purple. Like
Yeah.
we something purple. We something purple.
We love
Very
purple.
antagonistic.
We love purple, yeah.
Oh, guy. You shouldn't
We
have.
love pushing you
Yeah.
like that.
Come on in, guys.
Miramura getting your first look at the new Blood Orange tribe. Kiara voted out at the first tribal council, and Hal has joined in.
Hal, how's it been for you back at camp? It's been good. I think we've got a strong tribe, and I think we're feeling confident about this challenge.
Great. Okay. Cool. All right. Miramura, tribal immunity is looking pretty
We flinged it out, yeah. Put our mark on it.
amazing.
First things first, I will take this back. I'll leave it on, but it might have to come off soon.
On our go, your tribe must work together in pairs to free yourself from the square. The first pair will match picture tiles revealing 3 odd tiles. On the back of those tiles are the Roman numerals you will need to solve a combination lock. Once unlocked, the next 2 pairs will maneuver keys along ropes to the edge of the beam where they can unchain the remaining tribe mates. The final pair will use sticks and twine to form a rod long enough to fish a key from a hook. That key will unlock the chain at the front of the square, allowing your tribe to crawl free and claim immunity.
Alright, survivors ready. Go! Getting puzzle pieces that you're going to have to put up on the beam. That's the only space you have to work on them. Blood Orange have made a start. They've got all their puzzle pieces out. Miramura getting their pieces out onto the beam.
Get ready to move.
Dead even. Looking for matching pairs. Some of them won't have a match. They're the ones you need to find. You can't throw them out of the jail. That'll give you your code.
Showing her strength in puzzles.
It's only 3. Only 3 numbers. Yeah. Yeah. No, they said there's only 3 numbers. That'll be 9.
Slow, smooth.
Alright. Miramura is looking at their numbers, solving that combination lock. They're starting to work on the combination lock. Blood Orange on the combination locks as well.
So did you say there's only 3 numbers?
So you've got 3 tiles that will give you the numbers you need for that combination lock. Alright, Blood Orange have got
the rope is entwined as we go.
one side. Blood Orange is on the move on one side, solving their other combination lock. What about Miramura still working on the combination lock? Blood Orange struggling on the second combination lock. It's one thing to get those tiles to know what the numbers are. You then need to figure out
6, 11, 45,
What's going on over there?
29,
How's that
28, 27.
Andrew and Raph making good pace on those keys, getting them down to the end.
Slowly becoming a blowout.
Although Blood Orange somehow got one lock open but not the other. Do you have the right numbers? Are you reading them correctly? What are the numbers that you have?
It's a 9 because of
Yeah, boy. Right, what are the numbers?
I need to be real still be on the lock.
27.
Good. You got this, guys.
Blood Orange is untying their second prisoner. Miramura has one out. Sam has made a start on her key, making quick pace, catching up. Zach also on the move on that side. Still in there. Alright. John, and still do it. Miramura starting to get one of their prisoners unchained.
I need back. Yep.
Alright. James is being free. Jeff is free. Alright, James needs one more. Yep. Alright. Miramura working on the jailbreak. This is what it all comes down to. Community is on the line. Once you think that stick is long enough and strong enough to retrieve your keys, give it a go. Jake's given it a crack with what he has created. Bit of a wonky stick, but it could do the job. One of the keys for Blood Orange. Hazard going out for the second one.
Nice, Jake.
Yeah, second key. Could be it. James and Jeff rushing. Need to unlock those two chains. Three once they're dropped. All they do is on the mat. Let's go. But Orange is free. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jeff!
When I say purple, you say we want blood. Purple, we want blood. Purple, we want blood. Purple, we want blood.
Blood Orange. You will be safe from Tribal Council. There will be a reward waiting for you as well. There is one small matter of business before you guys leave us here. Blood Orange, as part of your reward for winning this tribal immunity, you get to elect one person from Miramura to send to exile. In doing so, you will also be saving them from Tribal Council because they will stay there until the next challenge. High stakes. We'll give you a moment to think about who you would like to see.
Yeah, but that's not the challenge. So you don't want to be the strongest person because then they're not going to vote out anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
If you purposely keep their weakest person
Liz is quite petite.
Who are you sending to exile, therefore saving them from Tribal Council?
We're sending Liz to Exile Island.
Exile. Alright, Liz, come join us here. Liz, you will be an exile safe from the vote. But Miramura, you get to have some fun too. So you will now choose someone from Blood Orange to go to exile as well, to not participate in the reward, and will be joining Liz at exile. You're not part of the discussion.
Oh, we don't get to have these help.
No, she's here with us.
Well, we could so when we get to merge, that's not bad actually. Then that would dump it further on the side.
Because he's not
Love that. Are we all cool with that? Yeah. Let's do it.
So, Miramura, you're going to choose someone who's going to miss out on the reward and go to exile. Who's it going to be? That's not right. Turning to exile. Wow. Hal, Liz, you'll be heading to exile. Alright, head on out.
The reason we sent Hal to exile was we feel like he hasn't bonded with the other tribe yet. So if we keep making him not part of the tribe, he might be a bit more fluid and be able to swing over to the purple tribe. We didn't get a choice in who we sent from our team, so hopefully Liz can kind of work her magic there a little bit. But then again, I don't really trust Liz right now, so I don't know if it's good or bad for me.
At least you won't get voted out.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows what might be over there. We get a chance to strategize.
Yes, exactly.
Which is like an advantage.
One-on-one time, it's so hard to get. That challenge was pretty shocking on my part. There wasn't so much stress because I do have an alliance back at camp, and I know that other people probably don't. But I think it turned out pretty well. I had to create an excuse. I was like, let's go check out the boundaries, and then everyone's like, let's all go do that together.
I was a little bit bummed about being sent to exile again, but I was pretty excited about being there with a member from the other tribe.
Is this the...
So this is the little Exile area, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is MTV and I'm welcoming you to my crib.
Love it.
Can I do the honours of reading this one?
Okay. Welcome to Exile, the space in between two tribes. Can foe become friend? Hanging in the tree above you are two halves of the super immunity idol. Ooh. The
Awesome.
super idol can be played after the votes have been read and before the castaway's torch has been snuffed. Each half of the super idol must leave Exile with a separate castaway. The question is, will the two sides unite, or will they forever stay divided?
That's so cool.
Woo!
So,
Stoked!
in a tree above us, orange one, that's cool.
It's so big. How are we gonna hide these?
But yeah, that's going to be difficult. The first time I was sent to Exile, I got the fake idol that I was able to make. This time I've got a real idol, which happens to be one half of a super idol.
Nice.
Awesome. So we have like an immunity idol each, which is amazing. But I think
they only work when they're together, right?
so separately,
one half.
separately each half holds the power of a normal immunity idol. So if used together with Liz's half, it can be played after the votes have been read out, which is super powerful. But like say post-merge,
Yeah.
when we're together, or a swap, it becomes a super idol. So like
if we don't know we're getting voted out, we can just turn to the other person and give it.
Yeah. But the fact that we have to cross tribal lines and we have to trust each other with this, I think is really powerful. So like I'm willing to make a pact if you are, that if your name comes up and I have this with me, I'll give you the look. And
100% same.
so I was a little bit worried at first, but I think I'll be in a good place if I'm able to make it to the merge, which hopefully I do. Yeah, awesome. I just hope we don't have to use it before merge.
Yeah, true. I'm so stoked. I have an idol and I didn't even need to look for it.
And now I'm going to tell you something. I haven't told anyone yet.
Ooh.
So last time I was here, I got...
It's funny about last time.
So I had...
Ooh.
Okay. I was given the tools to make a fake immunity idol.
Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you and me are like the same. Okay, I want this. Hal is like super cool and basically seems to have the same approach to this as I do, which is to have fun and do heaps of different stuff and make things interesting. And literally people here don't know what an idol looks like.
I know.
It's so easy to fool. I'm sure like he'll become a threat later down the line, but you know, so will we all.
I can give that to someone, but it's not real.
Love it.
So I don't know how I'm going to use that.
Awesome. Pretended to be super sad about leaving my old tribe. They gave me that volleyball as like some mascot thing to keep around, and yeah, but I'm happy to be here. But yeah, tell me what's been happening at your camp.
So I was sent to Exile from the start. I kind of feel like I'm the odd one out. 3 different people were voted for, but I just don't know who voted for who, or
right.
And I haven't found an opportunity to be like,
Hey, what happened?
hey, who did you vote for?
Yeah.
We've been able to have a bit of a talk, and I've been able to find out a few things about the other tribe.
Like my tribe is like already talking about how to like decimate your tribe. Like we get to merge and like, oh, you know, they were saying like if you come, like, if we lost and you came over, they're like, oh, choose someone can like buddy up to you and like make you feel comfortable, but then we'll vote you out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, I'll do it, but then I'll also like not do that. I'm a little worried about who's getting voted out just because I have no say in it. So it could be someone that I was feeling good about and wanting to work with, but I think those people kind of have a bit more awareness than maybe some of the others, so feeling pretty hopeful.
I guess you guys haven't been to Tribal yet, have you? So
I hope that I actually do go to Tribal Council at some point before the merge, because I feel like it's a bad look if I just coast through, but I'm sure that will happen, especially with my challenge abilities.
It's funny how like people just like, you've got nothing to go off except first impressions. Like we hardly know any of these people. Like you have to be like, oh, I like this person, I don't like this. It's the rewards challenge. I really wanted that juice. I really wanted a bit of fruit.
Do you want a banana? I just want to I don't eat them.
Do you not want it?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely.
You haven't had food, so.
Thank you. I've got myself a bit of a friend on the other tribe through
What
the
should we
season.
say to our tribes about what happened here?
If you wanted, you could take this and not show anyone, but if they say there's anything there, you'd be like, oh, there was a clue.
So how much of a fan are you? Like, wearing?
I'd say I'm a super fan. Like, I pretty much watch every episode.
Love it.
I have for like, I used to watch it when I was like heaps younger. It's so different to watching it on TV. Like, you watch it on TV and you think, oh, I would do this, but it's like, it's so different in real.
I mean, it's so different because everything is so much shorter. Because like, how are they not like winning?
You've got one already. Like, don't you know the answer?
Like put me out of my misery. Just win.
The puzzles came out, and I think we all just rushed through it, and the numbers just completely blew us. We did so well from then on, but cost us a lot of time.
No, but we tasted.
Yeah. We lost. It was pretty devastating. I thought I had saw Maddie like nail it like after a few minutes. So it would have been good maybe a bit more communication between those two, because I found it hard trying to help Liz out.
I think Maddie and Liv just butchered the numbers. I don't know what they did, whether or not they didn't get taught how to read Roman numerals when in primary school.
I think the puzzle is where we went wrong in the challenge. I really wanted to maybe throw the target on Liz, but she got sent to Exile because she didn't double check the numbers, and Maddie was kind of taking the fall for that.
We mixed up our puzzle pairing, so that really slowed us down. And I think me and Liz just kind of lost it at the beginning there, and it just went downhill. Sucks, but that's the game.
Maddie pulled it out for us last time with the puzzle, so hopefully that was just a one-off and she can continue doing that for our tribe.
Get on board now. I'm thinking like 5-year range.
This is the first tribal, so I'm trying not to play too hard. I think Jeff and I are a 2 at this stage, and then we've got Maddie as our 3, and then overarching as a 5, Zach and Stephen.
Who's not here? Welcome for that leaving Saturday.
So I think at this stage we have Sam going. Hopefully. I don't know.
Do you want to grab Liz and be like, oh,
Do you want both of us too?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's to blame really. There were 6 of us all working towards the same thing, so we can't really point fingers.
You grab one of those, I'll grab
okay.
Yeah.
Basically, at the end of the challenge, the orange team had to choose someone from our team to exile, who will be free from tribal council. So they chose Liz to go. So we obviously can't, she's not included in our voting in tribal council later. Yeah, it just sucks at the end of the day.
I've got a core alliance and a slightly larger alliance of about 6 people. Well, I've got a few alliances going. It really sucks that Liz is on Exile. Still got a good group. We've got our first vote off sorted at the moment, and hopefully our second.
That makes it really strong this whole time.
So there's a few alliances forming within our alliance. James and Jeff were just trying to strategize with us and wanted us to vote out Liv. So the other 3 of us who were standing, we've agreed to that.
The person who goes to Sam,
Yep, so I'll grab Sam.
clue them in, you think?
Yeah.
And then the person who goes to Liv, say it's Sam. Yeah.
Hoping it all goes well as it is in our heads.
We're voting out Liz.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep.
Done.
Easy.
I'm playing really stupid like this time because like I really don't want to target on my back this early.
I don't feel so bad. Like it sucks that one of us has to go.
I think if they're smart, they'll try and get me out first.
Yeah. Fine. Got it.
I don't think it's going to be so set in stone and an alliance is truly established until we get to tribal, where we see how everyone's voted and which direction everyone wants to go in.
I swear to you, it's not Sam at this stage. Just because
I was talking to you going back.
Yeah.
Jeff just handed on Sam, even though he's with me, so we'll see.
I told Liv that Sam is going home, and Maddie told Sam that Liv is going home.
We're in agreement on that? Yeah, cool.
I think after this tribal we'll know where everyone stands, but at this stage, everyone's voting for Sam.
Liv is going home at this stage. Hopefully that works out for the best and I don't look back at this time and think, oh God, I could have voted this person out and then my game would have gone a different way.
You and her and myself and Jeff to be the 4 would be perfect for me.
I'm more looking at that as being my core alliance. So I'm just going to try and get that out there with him and try and connect with him and see what he wants to do from here.
So Sam.
I'm going to go grab the water.
So challenge went poorly. Has nothing to do with the vote really. James, Jeff, Maddie, we're going for Sam, I think was discussed. I wasn't paying attention.
We want to do a 6. With us 3, you, so just Maddie, and yeah, but with that. Just because I've seen him looking around, he's like super. I think he's a lot more into this game than he's letting on.
So here's what's happening right now. James, Jeff, me, Steve, and Maddie.
Us 3, I think, would be best because those 2 are obviously together.
So Jeff suggested that we stick to that 5, but unbeknownst to them, we have an original alliance. I really like working with Sammy and Liz, which they think the split vote is going against, so that's what's going on.
It's just Jeff is sitting at blindsiding.
Earlier, we've already established an alliance. We're totally blindsiding. Feels good to use that word.
Sammy.
Maddie told you?
Yeah.
Sweet. You cool with that? Okay.
All over it.
James and Jeff are under the impression they're an alliance, but nope, they're not.
Who will be stronger after this?
Yeah.
We've got Liv thinking that it is Sammy. We've told Sammy that it's going to be Liv. Have you been talking to him?
She's telling me to vote for you.
Other than Liv, I think everyone else is in on the vote.
It's good though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a
so-
bummer, right? But then it's also a bit what we're here for.
We'll have to talk to Liz at some point.
Hopefully we can pull this off, and hopefully I'll survive this vote and a few more, unless it's all a big ruse to get me off.
Miramura.
Yeah.
How are we?
Heartbroken.
Sad.
I'm feeling a bit defeated.
Yeah. Let's talk about why you're here. The challenge. So, where did it go wrong?
Yeah, we totally mucked up our pairs at the beginning. So we're just having a bit of confusion with the numbers anyway and couldn't work out why they weren't like slotting in properly. And after further analysis, realised our pairs were completely wrong.
There was a lot of voices at that time, like, because both tribes were struggling on the numbers as well, so there was a lot of chefs in the kitchen, a lot of cooks in the kitchen, a lot of chefs in the jail. So was that helping, or was it making it harder to have everybody sort of throwing forward their ideas with the numbers?
I think the other team was trying to throw us off and be like, shout numbers out. Weak as
Didn't
like
even hear
that
it, it was a white noise.
did not affect me at all, but I was just getting frustrated with myself.
So, Maddie, you and Liz were on the puzzle.
Yeah.
Liz isn't here. Does that mean you're worried now?
Not too much. We've actually we're really solid as a team, so I think we've had a chance to hash it out with each other and decide what our plan of attack is. So hoping that my name doesn't come up.
Right. Who thinks their name will come up at this tribal council? Yeah. What are the concerns? Yeah. Wow.
Wow,
You're all getting a
I
vote.
think it's not first.
It's the first
one.
Yeah.
Don't
know 100%.
Yeah, you don't know where everyone stands yet, so
I think
with the one.
Yeah. So, Liv, how do you decide then who to trust?
You can't. Like, well, you can, but you can't in the sense that you just don't know what everyone's strategy or plan is. Like, it's really hard to know where you fit in with everyone still. We've just gotten to know each other and, you know, we've worked really well together. So it's just a situation that we're in. So we just have to try and find a way to move forward together and get stronger and take that blood orange team down.
James, for you, was it frustrating to be waiting at that part of the challenge, not really getting to get into it, to fulfill your role?
Yeah, it was frustrating, but I think that's just part and parcel of the game. You know, you're not always going to be able to have that much of an influence, and I think I'm not bummed. I mean, I'm bummed that we lost, but it's a part of the game, so yeah, you know, it's going to happen again. And I'm sure next time I might be to blame, not that I would blame them, but yeah, it's not a fun feeling being at tribal.
And Jeff, you were in the same boat there. You were at the end of the challenge, waiting to get your hands on the bamboo and the twine.
Yeah, I wanted to break out of those chains. It was pretty tough being there, but look, we all work together. And,
We ride together, we die together. They're looking for life.
Now I'll just revert to Miracle.
So, if not challenge performance, what does the vote come down to for this one, Sam?
I guess a bit of strategy comes in for like continuing in the game. So it's like you don't think about any like one person. You've got to think about the team and the tribe and moving forward in the challenges. So that's sort of something that has been considered.
Stephen, what's the vote this time around for you? What are you basing your vote on?
I wouldn't say it's overly strategic or like based on anyone's like abilities. I think it was just listening to a few people and everyone agreed on something and they were just like, yeah, that person will do. It's the first one, like we don't know each other's abilities yet, and like it's hard to say.
Is anyone unsure of what name they're going to write down? Is anyone at Tribal Council thinking, I'm going to hear what everybody else is saying and then help me make a decision based off of that? How about for you, Zach? Are you sure of what name you're writing down? 100%. I want to ask one more question before we get to it, because this is Survivor. You guys have been on a reward and then you've lost one, you've gone back to camp. Has there been any discussion of idols at this point in time?
Really? The only thing is, I think whoever's going to Exile, I guess it's just been like hypothesizing, but that's about as far as it's getting.
We assumed that Hal got something first.
Hal might have got something there.
Yeah.
Maybe Liz will get something.
Sort of invite.
Okay, right.
Liz can just hook in and then reel him into Miramuka. We ride together, we die together. Is that it?
So you can see, like, this is a tight tribe, right? So like, this is really hard to vote someone off because like no one stands out as an easy vote, right? It's, you know, we really came together and it was really natural. Like, I feel like the other tribes really forcing it to try and, you know, come together as a tribe. They're like trying to force their little chant, but we just fell into it. Like, we're a good crew, so this is tough.
We're all going on holiday after this, so.
I started booking flights a while ago.
Well, let's see if that's still true.
Yeah, we're just going for a drive.
Let's see if that's still true after the vote, eh?
There we go.
James, you'll be up first. You're heading straight down that way.
Liv, I'm voting for everyone. I'm really sorry I had to lie to you about it, but it's the game. This is literally nothing personal, it's just someone had to go and your name got thrown out, so sorry mate.
Definitely nothing personal. It's just the way the tribe came together and picked a name. Sorry you got to be the first one.
going to work on this together, but I think I can get further if I make this move now.
Alright, we will now tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, get to the votes. Liv. Second vote. Liv. James. James. That's 2 votes, James. 2 votes, Liv. James. It's 3 vote James, 2 votes Liv. 2 votes left. Second person voted out of Backyard Survivor. James. You need to bring us the torch. James, try to spoken. In or out?
Nice not.
Well, I don't think he was expecting that. And by the looks of some faces here at Tribal Council, some people were expecting that, but not everyone. Head on out.
I've just been voted off. Trying to think who would have voted for me. I know I voted for Liv, so I'm assuming someone else voted for Liv too. I think maybe Jeff. I'm pretty bummed about how it's all gone. I think maybe they could see through the fact that I was trying to act like I'm not a massive fan of Survivor, and they kind of were able to identify me as a game player. So yeah, it's frustrating, but it's part of the game, so well played to them. It'll be interesting to see if I do get back into the game now, whether or not I will be able to trust those people again, but I'm going to try to if I do get it back in, so keep fingers crossed for me.
Next time on Backyard Survivor. After being blindsided at Tribal Council, Jeff feels like a sitting duck.
I'm on the ropes. I've got to see what I can work, and otherwise I'm going home next time we lose.
So, yeah, what happened, mate?
Well, Jeff is pissed.
At Orange.
Might be the one.
The next choice?
Yeah,
I think so too.
My plan is now to say goodbye to someone from Exile.
But a ray of hope presents itself when individual immunity is up for grabs.
Howdly doodly, I'm Kyle.
Oh, don't start it like that.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kyle's friend, Brian.
And this is Inside the Urn, the show where we talk about our show and break down the votes.
We have an Indiegogo account going right now. Obviously, creating Backyard Survivor is a passion project for us and we love it. It does also cost us a lot of money. And if you would like to contribute to help us fund future seasons, it would be greatly appreciated. Any amount that you can give would be great. Thank you.
And casting is open for season 4 as well. So if you've ever wanted to play, now is the time to apply. All we need is a 30-second video telling us who you are, what you do, and why you want to play, and send that to the email address above and also down below. Cool. Let's jump in. Episode 2. So Merrimura is going to lose the immunity challenge. The tribes are 1-4-1.
But Liz will not be participating in this tribal council, so
She's out of
She's
here.
in exile.
So we saw earlier that an alliance formed between James and Jeff and Liz, but she's not there now. And going back to camp, James and Jeff are going to pull in their third, Maddie, and include Stephen and Zach in their plan to vote against Liv or Sammy.
Yeah, and they actually go back and forth. They originally land on Sammy and then they change it to Liv. But
Yep.
ultimately, doesn't matter. Wasn't paying attention. Because Zach and Steven are way more aligned with Liv and Sammy at this point. So they're pulling the wool over James and Jeff's eyes at this point. Maddie will also vote with this group of 4 and make it a group of 5. Yeah, the perception is she was kind of in the middle, floating between these groups, but somewhere along the line she's realized that this is where the numbers are and she likes these people, so she's going to stick with them.
Yeah. And so as a result, you have 5 people who are going to vote against James, which blindside.
Yeah.
Absolute blindside for us as well on the day.
Yeah, I remember when we found out that it was going to be James and we were like, oh my god, he was almost my winner pick.
Yeah. And as a result, there was one person who was left out of the vote, and that was
Liz.
Jeff.
Oh, I mean, also Jeff.
Also Liz, because she wasn't there. So going back to camp, we've got Jeff, who wasn't included in that, and also Liz, who's going to return from exile to find out that someone that she had formed an alliance with has been eliminated.
Yeah.
Spicy.
So that's where we're at. Anything happening at Blood Orange?
Oh, they were there.
Yeah.
They won the challenge. They're chilling.
Great, good for them. Okay, so that's it for episode 2. Join us next week for episode 3. I don't know what we said on the next time. Both tribes going to tribal council?
Both tribes are going to tribal council.
Both tribes going to tribal council. So we will be here next week to break down 2 votes for episode 3.
See you then.
Bye.